Hi, Preston Trail. My name is Jacob Campbell, and this is my story video. I suppose you guys want to know my background and really just kind of what my history is, not just with working, but also with the church. I've held a lot of different jobs, mostly fast food. I was a CNA for a hot minute, and then I kind of branched off into different things, more along the line of assisted living care. I was an activities director for a hot minute at one place, and then I got my first church job back in 2022, and I was there for a year, and then I came here to the University of North Texas to study theater and media arts. But in the middle of last semester, I just felt that me being a chaplain was something that I had on the back burner, was something that I needed to pursue fully. So I talked with my fiance, and I made the decision to fully pursue the chaplaincy. So I changed my major to an integrative studies major with a religion minor. And within the integrative studies major, you can choose 3 components, and I chose counseling, psychology, and communications. After I finish my degree here, I'm going to go to DBU and get my MA in chaplaincy and pastoral care. But as far as my whole faith walk, that is a long journey, way back when I was 5. Short version is that I had a dissent from the church because of perceived greed from the church that I was going to when I was 5. And I had kind of had that same perception all through my formative years until my senior year of high school, when I started attending church regularly again. And I got baptized and saved. I think I was just doing it just because it was the right thing to do. And then I came to a point in my life where I was really unsatisfied with my living arrangements and unsatisfied with my job. And I made the choice to move down to Stephenville to attend a youth group that one of my girlfriends was attending at the time. And it was there that I kind of rekindled my love for not just the people of the church, but for God, and started to really learn and understand who God was and what Jesus Christ did for us. I think it was at the fall retreat that year that I really kind of got my legs and started to really understand what it meant to be saved. And then, it was in April of 2021. That was the day that I finally kind of clicked for me what it was all about, because I had been talking to the college minister, and he had been kind of talking me through some of the faith things, and something that he said to me really clicked. He said, Jacob, receiving salvation is not a to-do list. There's nothing that you can do. It's just a simple free gift of God that all you have to do is just accept it. And that got me thinking. And after a conversation with my girlfriend at the time, we made a decision to watch this Easter program. And in that Easter program, that was kind of the linchpin, the real point of where I had made the decision of full realization of what Jesus Christ did for us, and was ready to receive the Spirit of Christ. And from that night on, there's so much more to that story, but from that night on, I knew I was saved. I was that full realization of salvation, and I received Christ that night. And since then, I've been mostly doing, I did fast food a little bit in Stephenville, but then when I finally got the opportunity to work at the church, I worked at the church as the worship intern under the worship leader there. And that's kind of where I got a lot of the majority of my theological study and a lot of the majority of my stuff, my learning, just spiritually and both physically, with reading and all the knowledge that I accrued from that. But I just wanted to press press into this video that when I came to Preston Trail, it was really on the coattails of my fiance, who applied to be the lighting designer there. And we went to Preston Trail, I think it was, just last Sunday. And it was that kind of thing that we had been shopping around for churches for so long, and we had settled on one church, and that didn't seem to be quite right. And then we went to what we perceived was a better church, and they entered a season that we didn't agree with. And when we came to Preston Trail, after we had listened to the message and we filed out into the lobby, I had this overwhelming sense. And when I looked at my fiance, I could tell she was feeling it too, that Preston Trail is really where we belong. So I feel that it deserves to be said that whether I get this job or my fiance gets the lighting designer job, we're still going to come to Preston Trail. We have already seen so many great things at Preston Trail, and we're ready to commit. But I appreciate your time. I appreciate you taking the energy to watch my full video, and hope to see you around.